Himpilan sa subo. Bata ang sentro sa panerbisyo. Kaalam sa kahanginan. Mga gipasayon nga giya sa pagkat-on sa module. Nagibasi sa curriculum sa K-12. Inihatod kaninyo sa DepEd Cebu Province Division.
Good day, grade 11 students! Welcome to another day full of learning here at our daily educational radio, Kaalam sa Kahanginan. This is Teacher Charis Batuhan, your teacher on air, and I am your teacher in General Mathematics. Are you all ready to learn? Now, please get your module for today's lesson, Evaluating Functions. Do you have it? Great! Last episode was about functions. What do you know about function? Right! A function is a relation or rule of correspondence between two elements, domain and range, such that element in the domain corresponds to exactly one element in the range. Today, we are going to evaluate functions. Let me remind you that we do not solve functions. Rather, a function expresses a relationship between two variables, such as x and y, and can be represented by a table of values or a graph. But before we proceed to the lesson proper, you are going to answer what I know on page 1 of your module. Please use another sheet of paper for your answers. I will give you 5 minutes to do that.
zile 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 yo alergyal mile 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 pe my
Time's up! Now, let's find out if your answers are correct. Number 1, letter A. Number 2, letter D. Number 3, letter C. Number 4, letter B. Number 5, letter A. Number 6, letter B. Number 7, letter D. Number 8, letter A. Number 9, letter C. Number 10, letter B. Number 11, letter A. Number 12, letter C. Number 13, letter D. Number 14, letter A. Number 15, letter C. Amazing! If you got a perfect answer, you have the option to skip this lesson. But if not, let's move on and continue learning. Now, let's go ahead to page 3 of your module. Finding the value of x for most of you is what mathematics is all about. For others, it becomes a joke to evaluate an expression, like what is shown by the illustration. If you want to learn how to find the value of y, then this is the right page for you. Before we continue, please take a minute to listen to these few reminders.
Hello, you're still listening to another fun-filled learning episode of Kaalam sa Kanginan, brought to you by DepEd Cebu Province. Do you know that as of this moment, our country is still fighting for the world's greatest enemy, the COVID-19, or known by many as coronavirus? That is why remote teaching and learning is being introduced by the Department of Education to continue its advocacy. Before you continue, kindly take note of these friendly reminders. Look for space where you can free to move and concentrate well. Make sure the space is well ventilated. Have you taken your meal? Remember, do not attend to class if your stomach is empty. While attending to your modules and tuning in to your radio, keep a little snacks beside you. You might starve later. But before holding your modules, pen, answer sheets, and snacks, make sure you have washed your hands properly. Use warm water and dab it with a mild soap. Now you are ready to answer and continue with your lessons. Enjoy and have a COVID-free learning experience.
We have learned that in algebraic expression, letters can stand for numbers. And to find that value of the expression, there are two things that you have to do. Please check page 4, problem number 1. Replace each letter in the expression with the assigned value. First, replace each letter in the expression with the value that has been assigned to it. To make your calculations clear and avoid mistakes, always enclose the numbers you are substituting inside parentheses. In the example, the value of x is 3. Thus, the 3 is enclosed in a parenthesis. The value that's given to a variable stays the same throughout the entire problem, even if the letters occurs more than once in the expression. However, since variables vary, the value assigned to a particular variable can change from problem to problem, just not within a single problem. Second, perform the operations in the expression using the correct order of operations. Once you have substituted the value for each letter, do the operations to find the value of the expression. Don't forget to use the correct order of operations. First, do any operations involving exponents. Then, do multiplication and division. And finally, do addition and subtraction. Before we go on, check page 5 for the list of types of functions, its description, and examples that you may encounter later. I will give you 5 minutes to study.
Audio Jungle. 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 Audio Jungle.
Now you know that there are various types of functions. Now, what do you mean by evaluating function? Yes, it is the process of determining the value of the function as a number assigned to a given variable. Just like in evaluating algebraic expression, you just need to replace each letter in the expression with the assigned value and perform the operations in the expression using the correct order of operations. Now, let's take a look at example number 1 on page 7. Given f of x equals 2x minus 4. Find the value of the function fx equals 3. Solution: substitute 3 for x in the function. Now it becomes f of 3 equals 2 times 3 minus 4. Now simplify the expression on the right side of the equation. The answer is f of 3 equals 2. Now, it's time to study other examples found on page 7 to 10. I will give you 5 minutes to study them. Enjoy! Time's up! Now it's your turn to answer what's more. See page 10. Please use another sheet of paper so you can show your solutions. I will give you 10 minutes to answer. Hey, how was the test so far? If you think you're doing good, then let's go on. If you think you're not, you can still check your answers on the answer keys provided. Don't you worry, you can still do better in the assessment. So what have you learned today? Complete these following statements. A polynomial function is an exponential function is a rational function is an absolute value function is a greatest integer function is wow, you got them right. Now, it's time to assess your understanding on evaluating functions. Please get another sheet of paper and turn to page 15. I will give you 3 minutes to finish the assessment. Time's up! If you are confident with your answers, then you may go ahead to the assessment part on page 15. If not, you can still check the answers right away. Answer keys are provided in the last part of your module. If you still have time, you can answer additional activities on page 17 for practice. Thank you so much to my grade 11 students. This has been Teacher Charis Batuhan. See you for another episode of Kaalam sa Kahanginan here on Himpilan sa Subo.
Himpilan sa subo. Bata ang sentro sa panerbisyo. Kaalam sa kahanginan. Mga gipasayon nga giya sa pagkat-on sa module. Nagibasi sa curriculum sa K-12. Kini gihatod kaninyo sa DepEd Cebu Province Division.